Okay, so we're back with more Sink the Bismarck Adventures on the High Seas with me, Wolf 190D. Hands to the algorithm gods. Give us a thumbs up, give us a like, a subscribe, a follow. Anyway, it's the interwar period. So it's a time to it's a time to consider very, very carefully um, who we're going to go up against next. Okay, very, very carefully, very, very, very carefully. Because if we look at our politics, um, Britain's really sore with us. I mean, we're close enough to war with Britain as it is, but the United States and Japan, if you throw them both into that mix as well, might cause us some problems. So anyway, we've sent our fleet, our first task force fleet, over to Asia. I'm gonna get there in 9 turns, 9 months. Wow, that's pushing towards the end of 1898. It's a very long trip for them. So hopefully they'll be out into the Arabian Sea before anything happens. That's gonna be some time yet. All right. So let's go ahead and move on to the next turn. We've got several bits of research, and I've actually taken off my priority research right now in order to speed up some of these other things: cruiser design, big guns, control station, hull strengthening, because the hull strengthening isn't leading to any of the dreadnought hulls just yet. So anyway, on with the show. In all honesty, I might be able to deactivate. Uh, One of our spies has been caught in the British Empire, but he managed to escape, bringing to us valuable secret information. The intelligence service suggests publicly celebrating this successful event, but your approval is needed. Hmm. Well, I mean, if I were to do that, it's going to push me that much closer to a war with the British. That'd take me into negative 91. Am I ready for that? I don't know. We'll reward him officially, but I'm not going to give all the details. I mean, this is a spy we're talking about here. Come on. Okay, that's pushing us that much closer to that. uh, uh, 7,000 ton heavy cruiser. Do I want to? Hmm. Something tells me that at 7,000 tons, if I remember right, 7,000 ton light cruisers is like the modern light cruiser hull. And we're currently at 4,000 tons. Let's see what happens if I can get to 4,500 tons, 4,500 tons. We'll see about a light cruiser build then. I mean, I'm at 4,000 tons now. I could. Let's see what the heavy. Because I need to let these ships. I need to let these ships get. Like I said, they have to be able to get through northern Egypt. That's a really bad bottleneck. And then they're going to have to get to where they can refuel over in Asia. Anyway, let me see here. So there's a military crisis in Wales. The government suggests using the current situation to strengthen our own influence in the region. What do you think? Wales? Isn't that in England? Ah, ba, 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 ba. Hmm. Let's let's try to help them find a peaceful solution, huh? Where is Wales? Yeah, it's part of England. So that doesn't kind of doesn't make any sense, does it? Um, okay, so what did that do with my relationship to the British? Yeah, it was -5 from the other thing. So no, that didn't. That's I don't understand. Anyway, see, yes, they're commissioning this turn. I've got 7 months, and then another 10 months, so it's like 12 more months. And okay, this fleet is there. They're making their way. They're going to arrive in 8 turns. Hasn't it been 2 turns? Well, 9 turns. 9 turns. Eight. I don't know. It seems like they slowed down by a turn. Um, so what that's all about, I have no idea. Um, Let me go ahead and move these ships to Lorengau. That way they're kind of out on the peripheral, and then Friedrich Wilhelmshaven or Hafen uh, is open for this fleet as the other one gets close. Uh-oh. And it is going to be approaching time. It is going to be approaching time to convert the aging Nymph class light cruisers to mine layer duty. I will want to do that at some point. I like to do that with them because they're 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 good for it. They are good for it. And that is something you can do with your smaller ships, particularly light cruisers and destroyers and things like that. You can actually, instead of just completely decommissioning and selling them off, you can use them for mine layer detail. They do work really, really well for that. Anyway, let's see here. 13, they're 2 months in. Uh huh. And that. Okay, next turn. Uh-oh. The British might be invading Niger. 7,000-ton heavy cruiser. Research is done. The Mark II 11-inch guns. Okay. Yeah, the British are invading Niger. So we got Niger, and then we've got Nigeria. Interesting. Those old ships, they're so slow. What's their supply port? Is Badar Abbas. Badar Abbas. Where in the hell is that? Oh, okay. Well, it's because the Persians are one of my allies, so they're within range of the Persians. About what it amounts to. Syria. Okay. Let's see here. What do I want to push next? I really would like the Mark II on the 5-inch guns sooner rather than later. Okay. Yes, the V2s, I can refit these guys. 13, 14, 19, and 20. That's hey man, that's the way it works out sometimes. Um, well, here's the thing. I can take 2 of those, put them in Lorengau. I can take 2 of the other ones. I don't really need to take 2 of the other ones because he's got destroyers with him. So I can take 2 and put them in Lorengau. Move those other 2. Move those 2 torpedo boats out to this other quasi line. I can have a pair or even 4 torpedo boats. Honestly, and Majuro might be a nice thing to do. Okay, 6 months. And let's see here. In 6 months, I think I'll start pushing. I'll start pressuring for war with the British. Okay, so those are the Zoxans. Let's go ahead and move these ships to Le Havre. Let's see here. Okay. Wow, the Italians are at war with the Ottomans right now. So Sudan's new leader was found to support armed terrorists who disrupt the regional trade networks of German Empire, increasing tension between the 2 countries. German Empire's government decided to launch a swift military operation rather, to occupy Sudan, replace the local government, and pacify the region. Task force of at least 3,500. Yeah, okay. So where is it? Oh, well, look. Isn't this lucky? Let's go ahead and put this fleet right there for now. Yeah. Okay. It's not ideal, but I mean, it's another two. Yeah, okay. It gives us another it gives us another control point over there. Actually it bridges Africa for us, which is kind of nice. Excuse me. Okay, so force of at least what? What did it say? It was force of how much? Anyway, we've got a fleet that's more than capable. I think it was like some 5,000, 5,500 tons or something. Well, we're 10 times over that. Okay, and how many turns is that active for? Uh, estimated duration is 3 turns. Okay, cool. So as my fleet was sailing by, they're like, "Oh, that's it's kind of funny how that works out, actually." Soviet Union warns their head of admiralty, Lev Panserzhansky, for his excessive naval. So he's under review again. Um, Romania. Wow, everybody's canceling their alliance with the Chinese. I wonder what that's all about. Tsingtao, Kaichu Bay, as 19,000 is the army force. It's really a token defense force over there right now, isn't it? Okay, so yeah, chance this exceeds 100%. Oh yeah, tonnage needed was 3,500 tons, and we're at 55,000. Yeah, we're taking the Sudan or the Sudan. And like I said, it's going to give us a nice little bridge across Africa here. Sudan to Central African Republic to Cameroon, right? Fleets. Let's see here. Fleets. We got all of this. And we're going to go ahead and put them in being for now. Why? Because it's going to severely reduce, anyway, our expenditures. Maybe not severely, but enough. Okay. And what was I researching on that? Okay. Watch it do the sevens. That'd be funny. And it's like, forget about those 5-inch guns. We don't need to upgrade those. Okay. Another thought is I could stay in the Red Sea. Chief Admiral Giuseppe Pini's efforts of Italian Empire to strengthen relations with German Empire were successful. Well done, Giuseppe Pini. The people of Swaziland take arms, try to gain control of Swaziland that is currently occupied by Transvaal. Okay. Anyway, we got one more turn on that. Sudan will be ours. And here's a thought. I could leave this fleet in the Red Sea, and that would force any of his fleets to have to go all the way around the long way, which might be nice. Especially if I'm going to pick a fight with the British. I mean, come on. It's the British. What do the British have for a fleet? They got 40 battleships. They got 13 heavy cruisers, 15 light and 24. They got 40 battleships. 40. 40. Oh my God. And most of them appear to be 1 battleship, 2 battleships, 6 battleships. So that's 8, 9 battleships? 9 battleships. 9 of his battleships are in the Bay of Bengal right now. 15 of his battleships are over here. So if I were to plug the Red Sea, I could do that. I could plug the Red Sea up and force him to go around. Maybe that's what I do. This fleet's just going to have to do what it can for now. But these guys would also be within striking distance of anything over here. But if I block off the Red Sea, it forces him to sail all the way down around the Cape Town, South Africa, and then come up into the North Atlantic to rescue his home fleet. But it's 15 of them. Okay, he's still got 40 battleships somewhere around here. So where are his other ships? Guatemala, Belize, Guatemala. Anyway. And I mean, I've got this fleet down here that can start to really hurt. Wow, the Gold Coast. That's very valuable, Gold Coast. But the thing is if I block off Nigeria, that cuts off supplies to three of his colonies over here. So, food for thought as we progress further into this. Do I really want to start prodding this thing with Britain into an open conflict? How many more turns do I have? I got 3 more turns on the first of the Zeringens. 5 if you account for commissioning. We're in August. We're nearing. We're starting to get into the latter half of 1898, and we are going to get the Mark II 5-inch guns. Gun layout. Large side guns. That's actually really good, especially as you get into dreadnoughts. You can start mounting side turrets and things like that. Turret mechanisms, naval gun barrels. Ooh. 5% max length increase for standard naval gun barrels, 3-inch and higher. So now we can start lengthening the secondary guns and stuff like that. If I do that, that gets them more in tune with that. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay. Sweeping wires. Well, that's the thing. Do I want to do this? We'll take 16 and 18 and move them into Port Sudan. because they're the ones with the hull defects. And how many turns is that? 3 turns. They're going to get down there quickly. All right. It's an interesting thought anyway, because historically the induced draft boilers that could be turned on, it's I guess kind of like a turbocharger for a steam engine, would be one of the closest things to liken it to. 3 months. I've got 2 task forces. I've got 2 task forces here. 3 months, 5 months out. Can they hold on for 5 months? Yeah. All right. Let's get this show on the road. 4 months. Yeah. Let's go ahead and prod the bear. We're gonna go ahead and give him a little poke, folks. Give him a little poke in the right direction. And that direction is war. What will we get from England? Good old jolly England. Wow, that didn't take much. The British Empire has sent us a telegraph which clearly threatens us for war, accusing us for the latest warm incidents in our common borders. How should we respond? Gee. Well, all right. Now what did this do? Okay, we're -11 with France. We are -12 with the United States. We're +17 with the Soviet Union. I can live with that. -11 with the Italians. +13 with the Austro-Hungarians. -18 with the Japanese. +19 with Spain. And +18 with the Chinese Empire. Huh, okay. And we just got these semi-armor piercing shells. Sweden wants a Kaiser Wilhelm II class battleship. No, I don't want to build any battleships for anybody else. And the relations with the British Empire have deteriorated to the point of we are now at war. Oh boy. Well, that worked out pretty darn well. I mean, it's okay. So now the British, if they try to get home, they have to, yeah, see, look, his destination is the Bay of Bengal. His destination is Southeast Asia. Okay, so these guys are all going to move around over here. Port Moresby, Darwin. Okay, so all of this is British territory. Okay, I'm going to move these ships to Port Moresby. I'm going to go set up a nice little blockade over here on Port Moresby, because it's out of the way for one. What do I want to do? Oh, God. I have to see what the British want to do with all of this down here, because they're not really involved in Asia too much yet. But I am going to take this fleet, and I'm going to move them over here to Lagos. Let's go ahead and move you guys. That might be a problem. It's a light cruiser, though. It's a light cruiser. Okay. Oh, it's just one light cruiser. If nothing else, I can outrun them with those destroyers, and they can be on their merry way. However, okay, so here we go. Let's get our ships out into the North Sea. And let's get these guys out into the English Channel. Now those are older. It's an older design. He's got 5 battleships there. 1 battleship there. He's got 1 battleship there and 6 battleships there. But 7 torpedo boats. So see, this is why personally I really like the mixed arms fleets. You have to have other ships. You can't just have a bunch of battleships backed up by a few torpedo boats. My destroyers will friggin' eat those alive. I hold off on the torpedoes. I take out his torpedo boats, which reminds me. Do I want to update the destroyers? Because we've got advanced small funnels number 2 now. Let me see here. Let's see what we can do with that. What's the size on those? It's a 725 ton hull. So let's go with a new design. And we're going to take a look at these destroyers real quick. Take a look at a new destroyer design real quick. Just real quick. 700, we'll say 750 ton. That'll leave it nice and long. Do I want to increase the beam at all? Not really. I want to kind of actually leave it alone. So let me see here. Main tower. Let's put the main tower there. We're going to put the secondary tower back here for now. Just put it back here for now. Funnels, we got, well, we should have had a funnel upgrade. Put him on 30 knots. Spacious crew quarters with max bulkheads. Let me see something real quick. If I go with the and the boilers, can I get away with one funnel? Not exactly. $11, $11, $13, and $12, $12. Well, this would be rather interesting, I think. How do you rotate again? Is it? No, that's that. I mean, I could stick that thing on there. That would be hilarious, actually. Like I said, let's see. Yeah, ship's overweight. We could go with, let me see here, reduce. We could go with, let me see here, light ships. That's too much, though. That thing weighs too much. Let's go with, let's see here. Let's go with a minimal barbell. that. Put this gun there. There we go. White powder with gun. Yeah, advanced hydraulic turrets. Semi-armor piercing with nose fuse shells. Max HE. I mean, we could do that. That would, that might be really actually dangerous. But anyway. We're farting around with that. That's something to consider for now. So, anyway, we got a war with Britain. We got backup destroyers. Speaking of which, let me see here. Pilau. All right. Let's see here. I'm going to build another one of these. And we're going to launch him in Pilau. Let's build, oh, that does remind me actually. Let's see what we can do with the light cruisers. Because the destroyers I think are okay for now. See what we can do with the light cruiser hull. Light Cruiser 3 specifically. Funnels. Aha. Now we have good funnels for this thing. We can do that. And we'll go with 24 knots. Let's see what we can do with 24 knots. Okay, if we do induce draft. All right, let's see here. Casements. Okay. Those like that. Increase the overall length. Now what do we get? What are we getting on those guys? 15%. Okay, that's not bad. Main guns. Let's put on a main tower first. Do I want the front tower 3? I want front tower 2. Let's set that back. Okay. So, what do we got here? And I don't know if that tower is going to work for us. Okay. We'll go with 88s. We like 88s, and then the main guns. it says that the ship. We're gonna fix that. So let's do that. Let's do Let's do a 4,000 ton ship. Bulkheads many. Crew quarters standard. Induced boilers. Hydraulics. Okay. I don't know that this ship, particularly this design, is ready for this yet. What's the maximum armor on this thing? 2.5 inches. So let's go with 2 inch on the main belt and 1 inch fore and aft, and then ½ inch on the deck, ½ inch on the superstructure, and 5 inches on the conning tower. Well, that works there like that, so we'll do that. And I'd prefer to do that. Okay. Problem is that we don't get any torpedo launchers out of this. Or can I put 2 torpedo launchers? Yeah, the ship is gonna have to yeah. We need more tonnage on the light cruisers before I can upgrade to the Type 3 hull. Anyway, the Cormoran, we can go ahead and delete that design. And the Cormoran 2, we can go ahead and get rid of that as well. Okay. So let's see what happens. All right. All right. So, Lev Panserzhansky. Panterzhansky. Panserzhansky. He's under review again. All right. So, we've got us a battle. We've got a Zoxan task force is engaging the battleship Lord Nelson with 2 twin 12-inch guns, 8 6.5-inch guns, and 14 4.2-inch guns. And once again, we're going to see why you don't leave the battleships by themselves. So, the multiplayer thing might be fun because some guys are like, all you need to do is build a bunch of battleships and you pretty much pwn everything. Maybe. And I haven't had the experience, but I just know that one battleship against 2 destroyers doesn't go well for the battleship. So anyway, let's see where his fleet is headed. We're going to sail him over there. We're going to tuck the heavy cruiser in off of the battleship. The light cruiser can continue to screen there. And my destroyers, cut those off and attach. Alright, so retreat. And this is the best way I've found to figure out where guys I might just simply refit the destroyers, but then again, I had grenades on it. That was actually kind of nice. Anyway, let's see where his ship is. Now, if he's trying to run away, It's already not going to work. Alright, well, we can work with this. This can be worked with. Save. And we'll speed it up just a little bit. come in handy on those ships. So these guys are designed to do 30 knots. His battleship is designed to go just under 18. Keep moving ships. And as you can see, this is kind of why early I really like to have these between singles. Yeah, one of those big guns is actually very good. No. No, 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 no. You stupid fool destroyers. Why? It's still, the controls are still a little buggy in that respect. Now, if I had fast torpedoes, that would be a different matter, because what I could do, well, not what I could do, is what it does is it forces you to get closer, but the torpedoes are infinitely harder to dodge, especially for big ships. Well, this might become an old-fashioned slugging match. Why did he discharge? I don't... Oh my goodness. Why did he discharge his smoke? I don't remember doing both of them destroyers. Just really. those, I think, should land. Been hit by one of these 12-inch guns before, and I'll tell you, destroyers do not like getting hit by 12-inch guns. Engine is damaged. Might be able to run him down now. I don't want to go at him with my light cruiser because he's still. We got one more trick to do. Seconds and go, activate the start screen. We're going to do here pretty much. Force him into the battleship. If nothing else, but force him right into this guy is soft. Pretty soft. Alright, now the big ones in my battleship are starting to get
Mic off. Mic on.
Slow these guys down. And like I said, this is just going to be an old-fashioned slugging match at this point. Now, why slow them down? Because you get less vibrations, less speed, less pitching. Light cruiser, the 47 light cruiser penetrated the torpedo board. Right now, it's only this is the question. Always the question. Yeah, you can. Actually, they are good for getting. So, British. Battleships, though, my battleships have released, right? So at least my battleships might be getting to me. That means that. So, people complained about mines and stuff. I said, you know what? You know what? Oh no, the British already want an end to it. Nah, 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 nah. But mines and torpedoes were extremely lethal to battleships. I mean, obviously, look, my my torpedo boats, or not my torpedo, my destroyers were the ones that were doing all the work. Now I'm curious. I'm curious as to how this is going to play out for him because I'm blockading him. I've got his I've got his port blockaded. Let's see how that worked out. Um, is it my defense or is it am I attacking his? We'll have to find out next time though. So, folks, as always, please be sure to give some props to the algorithm gods. Push the little thumbs up, push the little follow, subscribe, whichever platform you are on. It does help. I am trying to build this channel. So if you're enjoying the show, please, 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 please show us some love. Anyway, I'm going to take a little break. Till next time, y'all take care. This is Wolf190D signing off.